Well, hello there. Devi Baba here, back again with the simple magical game, like in the deal. And so, this is going to be one of the simplest magical games in existence. It's not the simplest, but it's the simplest I know of that doesn't require the rest of the OS to be built. So it goes like this. Back in the beginning of this grand experiment, I decided to turn Donald Michael Craig's Modern Magic into a game to work my way through it. Now, it wasn't my first go at Modern Magic, but for reasons I won't get into now, I decided, what the hell? Let's turn it into a game and truck through it. And in order to do that, and coming from a world of chaos magic and related things, very results oriented, flavorful magic, I found what I pejoratively referred to at the time as church magic to be kind of bland. Now, I've come to appreciate aspects of it in the meantime. Hermetic magic with angels and god names and all kinds of things like that. I've come to appreciate it in different ways. And part of that was actually the process I'm about to describe. And so it goes like this. Very simple process. I'm going to show you how to use the poker deck to do this, but this is how I did it. This is the original deck that I did this exercise with. Use my right hand here. And you can see there's the church and a pentagram. All right, so this deck really only has two types of cards. First type is with a red star. You can see my very fancy graphics on the back there. And then the other one is a harder to see gold star. And so the way it works is this. Each day, in this case, this was a 60 card deck because I made it up. Each day, you do the ritual. And then you get to flip a card. If you flip it and get a gold star, you're 1/3 of the way to being done because there are only 3 gold stars in this deck. If you flip it and get a red star, that's all right because you're going to want to flip all these, and here's the reason. So the second day, next day, the 10th day, whatever, let's say you don't do the ritual. Well, you still move the card, but you don't flip it. So you don't actually know whether you've got to now wait until day 60 because you just put aside a gold card, or whether you could be done much sooner. I'm not going to do the probability on it. It doesn't matter. The point is this, that you could be done in 3 days. Or, like me, you could finish on day 59. I just did day 60 because at that point, what the hell? And hopefully you're somewhere in between. Hopefully you're in that 30-day range. You know, everybody's got the schmexpert answer on how long it takes to make a habit. We'll talk about habits. But in the meantime, this is the simple game. On the days that you do the ritual, you flip the card. If you get 3 gold cards after doing the ritual over time, if you've accumulated 3 gold cards, you're done. You don't have to do it anymore. You win. If you don't have 3 gold cards, you have to keep going until you do. And hopefully that will still happen. Even if you miss a day, hopefully that'll still happen. The big deal here is don't miss 2 days. That's a good rule with any habit. Miss it, don't throw in the towel. Get back on the next day. But then here's the question. What's to keep you from flipping the card anyway? Now, the implications, or rather, the ramifications of that question, the answers to that question, we could go on for a minute, and we will. But here's the easiest way to begin with. Do you have a God, deity, spiritual guide, ancestor that you respect and take seriously? If you do, make a deal with them. You can make it through 60 days. I didn't even have anyone to make a deal with. I made it through the 60 days, and I'm a hypnotist, but I'm not naturally the most disciplined person. So you can do this. And you don't need this church magic deck. You can use one of these. Got a good old bicycle deck here. This one's actually metallic. I don't know if that's coming up on the camera. Very cool deck. I got a red one too. I just think that's so cute. Anyway, 4 aces, 2 jokers. What's going to jailbreak you over a period of, well, if you have the jokers in there, 54 days, right? So you could take out some cards if you want to shorten it, but I'd say leave it at around that length. It increases the weirdness of the chance thing, and I think that's part of the fun of all this. So, in fact, surprise is one of the things that makes games fun to begin with. So that's going to be built into a lot of the stuff that I show you and the stuff that we build together. So this is it. This is a simple magical game. I used it to make a habit of doing the lesser banishing ritual, the pentagram, and the middle pillar ritual, and the banishing ritual, the hexagram, and the circulation of the body of light, and on, until I finally got killed later in the game. We'll get to all that. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope this is interesting. They get better than this. This is not it. If you want to get a sneak peek at the game board that I've been using for a little bit, you can swing over to themagicalgame.com. Remember, there are dashes in the name. The-magical-game.com. Magical doesn't have a K in it. And, yeah, swing over. You can actually see on the main page there's a picture of the board I've been using for a little while. If there's one thing you'll probably get sick of me saying in this channel, but it's true, is there are many ways to do these things. The ways I show you are one way. There are things that I think are crucial, and I might be wrong. And we'll get to them because pretty soon we're going to start talking about the operating system, how to build your basic game setup, and some other components that are kind of important. I'm going to have to get into some philosophical issues because I don't expect people to actually read the blogs. We're going to have to talk about finite and infinite games, and we're going to have to talk about game design and game balance and why it's going to be a perpetual problem in this for reasons covered in the topic I mentioned before that. All right, I think that's it. I might actually have made a shorter video than before, so I better stop this now. I wish you all amazing good fortune out there. I hope you're living amazing lives and experiencing untold amounts of joy. And if you're not yet, swing back, because that's what we're doing here. So, looking forward to seeing you down the line. Looking forward to collaborating with any of you crazy animals out there that want to be a part of this. And I wish you all the very best. Be seeing you.